and welcome to meditation. Wherever you are, I invite you to simply settle in, closing your eyes if that's comfortable, and just allowing your body to rest. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in love, breathing out peace. Breathing in love, breathing out peace. For these next few moments, just allowing your mind to go where it will, knowing that there is no wrong way to meditate, there is only the way you do it. Allowing yourself to let go, and simply be. There is nothing to do, nothing to fix, nothing to change. You can simply be. And as we enter into this time of silence and music together, I invite you just to be. breathing out peace. Breathing in, feeling your body in the chair. Breathing out, knowing you are alive. Breathing in, feeling your attention returning to this time and place. Breathing out the energy of the universe. Breathing in and breathing out. As you feel yourself coming fully back into this now moment. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes as we prepare for a celebration service.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you.
I recognize the God in you.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
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 In the name of love. We come together.
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 In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too.
God loves you and I love you too.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
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 In the name of love. We come together.
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 In the name of love. Every walk of life.
Every walk of life.
Every creed and color.
Every creed and color.
Kinship we unite.
In kinship we unite.
In honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you.
Namaste, I bow to you.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
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 In the name of love. We come together.
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 In the name of love. We come together.
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 In the name of love. We come together.
We come together.
We come together.
together.
We come together.
Come together.
In the name of love.
Everybody make a joyful noise. Everybody make a joyful noise. We know how to make a joyful noise. Just clap your hands and lift your voice. Everybody make a joyful noise. Everybody lift your voice in song. Everybody lift your voice in song. Come on, lift your voice in song. You can do it, sing along. Everybody lift your voice in song. Everybody clap on 2 and 4. Everybody clap on 2 and 4. Come on, clap on 2 and 4. Make it loud and give it more. Everybody clap on 2 and 4. Big for God's the way to go. Living big for God's the way to go. Living big's the way to go. Give it up and let it flow. Living big for God's the way to go. Everybody make a joyful noise. Everybody make a joyful noise. We know how to make a joyful noise. Clap your hands and lift your voice. Everybody make a joyful noise. Everybody make a joyful noise.
Good morning. Ahava Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome. Ahava is the Hebrew word for love. And we gather together every Sunday knowing that love is always the answer. That's right. I am Dorothy, and this is Galinda the Good Witch, otherwise known as Reverend Rainbow and Reverend Sunny. We are your co-spiritual directors, and we welcome you here today. If you're joining us online, thank you for joining us and being a part of our virtual global community. Please make sure to subscribe and press that ravishing like button so that you can keep up with all that we are doing and offering online as well. And those of you in the room, feel free to take pictures. I don't know why you would want to take pictures today, but if you feel extra inspired, feel free to take pictures, post and share, and make sure to tag #Ahava Center in that as well. So who are we?
Right now I'm really not sure. But and never mind. We are a conscious community that is committed to curiosity so that we may provide a loving space to be reminded of the truth of who we are. Mm-hmm. We are an open and affirming community, so whoever you are, wherever you are on your path of spiritual discovery, you're absolutely welcome here. And we also know that we are indeed a reflection of one another.
We are.
It's okay to laugh. It would help me a lot. We know that we are a reflection of one another, so just take a moment this morning to turn to your neighbor and thank them for being a reflection of you.
Yes, and we have an amazing vision and purpose here at Ahava, and we would love for you to affirm that with us. Please repeat after me. We are an inclusive community.
We are an inclusive community.
Committed to global transformation.
Committed to global transformation.
Through personal evolution.
Through personal evolution.
And our purpose, let's do it together. Wake up, step up, and make a difference. That's right. Today's affirmation, please repeat after me. There's no place like Ahava.
There's no place like Ahava.
You got it.
You know what? If you're joining us for the very first time, we don't normally look like this, just so you know. But we especially welcome you. Please know that your presence here makes a difference in the lives of this community because you bring who you are into our community, and we are expanded and uplifted by that. Mm-hmm. And so we have a special gift for you. If you're willing to stand up or raise your hand, one of our core council members will come by and give you a free gift. Do we have anyone visiting for the very first time this morning?
Welcome.
Yay. Happy Halloween, and thank you so much. Later on, you'll understand why we're dressed this way.
Oh,
you may never.
You may never forget it. That's for sure.
I may never understand why I'm dressed this way. Also, we have an incredible group of volunteers here at Ahava, and we could not have this Sunday service without them. And so I just want to give a special acknowledgement to all our SEVA volunteers who work so diligently every Sunday morning and behind the scenes during the week to make sure that we have a beautiful and amazing service. So please give them some love. Thank you. And if you are interested in volunteering and really getting to know this community and what we're all about, joining our SEVA committee is a beautiful way to do that. So you can see Dorothy here after the service if you want, and she can hook you up on how to volunteer and really get to know the people here at Ahava.
Yes, there's two teams we're especially in need of some extra support, and one is the media team. So if you're interested in being behind the camera, running slides, or the live stream, also our youth program are looking for more volunteers. So see me and I'll get you connected.
Yeah, and they can talk to anybody on the media team. Tracy's on the camera back there. Yes, you can talk to her and Robin.
Talk to Jace, the leader of that team as well.
Jace is the leader, so he's the cook today. They're the cook today.
Yes.
But yeah, okay.
All right, so we have just a few things going on, and we are excited to have our Wednesday night meditation and metaphysical discussion back. We are doing it on Zoom, so it's really easy. You can tune in from your pajamas at home if you like. It's a wonderful opportunity for a more intimate experience of meditating together and discussing. We kind of take the theme from Sunday and break it down a little bit more and have some more dialogue around that. So that occurs every Wednesday night at 6:30 on Zoom, and we're dropping the information there in the chat as well. And this Saturday is Grief Group. It's always the first Saturday of the month at 10 a.m., and that's also on Zoom, and it's open for everyone. It's a drop-in experience. All of these things are no cost as well. And next Sunday, we are doing our Zoom social hour after service. So especially for those of you who are watching at home and missing the kind of social experience on a Sunday, tune in after service to Zoom, and you can get to have some fellowship there as well. And we're dropping that information in the links for you to know all of that, but it also goes out in our e-newsletter every week. So if you aren't getting those emails, there's a sign-up sheet right back there and right back there, or you can email us or let us know in the comments there, and we'll get your email on that list. And save the date for a special service, Sunday, November 22nd. We're doing an all-music gratitude service because we have an incredible band and we love to show them off. So make sure you want to be here that day, and as much as you are physically able to be here in person, because there's nothing like that live music vibe, right? So we expect to see you all that Sunday. I know what you all have been waiting for all month is the raffle for these bikes. Well, you're going to have to wait just a little longer. We're going to do it at the end of service. So just be patient. But we do have two special announcements. I'd like to invite up Jace and then Louise to tell us about some other new happenings. All right, Chef.
Hi, I'm actually here to announce today's dinner specials, so if anybody has any questions about that.
Try to fish.
So I'm here to announce our youth group that we're going to be starting, our teens and young adults LGBTQ youth group. It's called Queering Spirituality. It's going to start on Saturday, November 20th at 11 a.m. right here. It's going to be, so it's going to be an open and affirming space for teens and young adults like 13 to 25 to come in, explore themselves, explore intersections of gender, sexuality, spirituality, all of that. So tell your friends, tell your youth that you know that would benefit from it. We want as many young people as possible in it, and hopefully we'll keep it going for as a regular thing. So yeah.
Thank you, Jace.
I'm here to announce a brand new class. It's called The Art and Science of Spiritual Mind Treatment. If you've ever wondered about the prayers that happen on Sunday, about prayers you get from a practitioner, if you want to figure out how to do that yourself. Even if you've taken classes we've had before on prayer, this is a brand spanking, newly written Science of Mind curriculum. And so I'm happy to announce that I'll be teaching it starting this Thursday night. The class will run 6 weeks. We will not meet on Thanksgiving, so never fear, you can have your turkey and whatever else you have, but it will be 6 weeks, actually run over 7 weeks since we'll miss that week. It's an amazing class. If you have questions, talk to me. There are no prerequisites. You can take it if you've never had any class, if you've had lots of classes. If you've had all the classes we teach, this is a new one. You can take this one too. So questions, come and ask me.
Yay! Yes. And there's a sign-up sheet by the back. If you want more information, put your email there, and we'll make sure to send you the registration link. And if you're online, we're dropping that link right there. So you can go ahead and just click it and register now, because it starts on Thursday, and there are some books that you're going to want to order to be prepared for that as well. All right. How about some love for this band, y'all? We have music director Joe Chanquina, all of the lion on bass there, yes. Lauren Dechtenberg on keys, Mr. Scarecrow. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, John Dittert on drums. Our featured vocalist today is Justin Norris, Tin Man. And special thanks to Jeff Watts on sound, making us all sound good. So we now invite you to open your hearts and minds as we move into our centering song and our opening prayer led by practitioner Louise Talon.
In this place, my soul is free from the light within. I see all the joy of the peace. Carry me. Carry me, carry me, oh, carry me. In this place, love abides, holy light, surrender me, all the joy of the peace. Carry me, carry me, carry me, oh, carry me.
Just invite you to turn within as I recognize that there is only one life, one essence, one universal cosmic isness right here and right now, in, through, and as everything, everyone. In this moment, I know that one as love, as abundance, as creativity, as joy, as freedom, knowing that whatever is the truth of the one is the truth of me, is the truth of each beloved in this room and those online. And knowing that I bless this time together, I bless this sacred space and time, I bless this amazing journey to home that we are on, knowing that indeed there is no place like home, and that home is wherever we are gathered together. I bless our beloved ministers, Reverend Soni and Reverend Rainbow. I bless the musicians. I bless all of those who have come together to unleash the sacred and holy sparks within this place. I declare it good and very good, and I allow it to be by saying, and so it is.
All the joy, all the peace. Carry me, carry me, carry me, oh, carry me.
Namaste. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me,
where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you
to talk after that. Whew, all the feels. So beautiful. And not just because it has my name in it. It's a beautiful song. So today we are wrapping up our Rocktober Prosperity series. And as you may can tell, our theme this month is Follow the Yellow Brick Road. So the story of the Wizard of Oz has so many beautiful lessons. And we talked about the beginning, how Dorothy starts in this. Nobody's going to pay any attention today, Sonny.
I just wanted everybody to know that my magic wand is a drumstick.
Oh, of course it is.
Because drumsticks
Very
are
fitting.
magic.
So we talked about how Dorothy started out in this kind of meh world, right? Everything's gray and very plain, and it represents this world of lack and limitation. It's truly a wasteland where there is no color, nor is there any vibrancy of life, because the kind of main worldview is one of stress and working hard, and where everyone of the characters in the beginning really had forgotten who they are and were not in touch with that inherent joy within them and the abundance of living. So their worldview was one of lack and scarcity. Just like we all have our own belief systems, our own understanding of the universe and the world and how life gets to be the way it is, which then shapes our form and life experiences. Then along came the terrible storm and the tornado, which uprooted Dorothy and her house and transported her to this beautiful, colorful land of Oz. She was lifted out of the dry prairie land of Kansas and into this beautiful land of Technicolor. And so here we talked about the opportunity to rise above the lack and scarcity consciousness and into a new dimension of divine reality. So as Dorothy enters this new world, and she enters a whole new state of being, where she's no longer operating from those old stories and the old false beliefs and old patterns of the life the way it used to be. And this is symbolized when she literally turns the key and locks the house that has fallen, locking the door on her old story, and stepping into her ruby red slippers and walking in the world in a whole new way as she then begins her journey. Along the yellow brick road, she meets several other friends. So we have the scarecrow, which represents our thoughts and represents our logic and this thirst for knowledge. She then runs into the Tin Man, representing our emotions and care and empathy, compassion, and our burning desires. And the lion, talking about the importance of actually taking action and being brave and courageous, even in the darkest and most challenging times in our lives. So together they journey to the Emerald City, in which they meet the wizard. So this is where we're going to continue our story today as they journey through Oz, having them, they have just fallen asleep in the poppy field. And isn't this true for all of us, right? When we're just on the verge of a breakthrough, we can see right there, the beautiful Emerald City, there can be a tendency to fall asleep, to go back to those old ways of being and stay in that comfort zone. Yet, if we persevere, we will discover that we have gifts within us all along, and to value not only the desires of our own heart, but to honor and value the desires of our friends along the journey, so that together we can grow and move forward for the collective growth and consciousness of all.
Yes, so last week our band of misfits were off to meet the wizard, as Reverend Rainbow was saying. So from the book, if you will remember, and you've been listening to this series or you've been here, I'm switching back and forth from the movie and the book because they are different. So from the book, in front of them and at the end of the road of yellow brick was a big gate. all studded with emeralds and glittered, and it glittered so much in the sun that even the painted eyes of the scarecrow were dazzled by their brilliancy. I am the guardian of the gate, said the guard, and since you demand to see the great wizard, the great Oz, I must take you to his palace. Dorothy asked the guard,
Oh dear. Can I help you?
Thank you so much, Dorothy. By the way,
pleasure.
there's air coming up here. It's a nice little breeze.
She's not used to wearing a dress.
A nice little
That's called a
breeze
dress.
happening, and I'm sure that breeze just blew my crown off. So Dorothy asks, what is he like? And the guard says, that's hard to tell. You see, Oz is a great wizard and can take on any form he wishes. So that some say he looks like a bird, and some say he looks like an elephant, and some say he looks like a cat. To others, he appears as a beautiful fairy or a brownie or in any other form that pleases him. But who the real Oz is when he is in his own form, no living person can tell. That is very strange, said Dorothy, but we must try in some way to see him, or we shall have made our journey for nothing. I find this interesting because on one level, at one time or another, we all seek something or someone to save us. Whether it's a religion, whether it's other people, escape, denial, addiction, and so on and so on. We all have our ideas of what the wizard looks like or the Savior looks like and how it will give us what we long for or what we feel is missing in our lives. The illusion, you see, of seeking something outside of ourselves to heal us. Remember, the wizard is a false wizard. And like many of us, he's playing a part. But in order to discover what is real in our lives, we all have to take the journey, even the wizard. Back to the book. He says he will grant you an audience if you so desire, but each one of you must enter his presence alone, and he will admit but one each day. So we have to have that desire. We have to be willing to not only see the wizard, but to wait for the wizard. Because each one of us must find our own way. I am Oz, the great and terrible. Who are you, and why do you seek me? It was not such an awful voice as she had expected to come from the big head. So she took courage and answered, I am Dorothy, the small and meek. I have come to you for help. I am the Oz, great and terrible. For any of us that have grown up in the Christian church, most of us were taught that God, although he is great, is to be feared. And that we are to be meek and mild and small. Then Oz asks, what do you wish me to do? Send me back to Kansas, where my Auntie Em and Uncle Henry are, she answered earnestly. I don't like your country, although it is so beautiful. And I'm sure that Auntie Em will be dreadfully worried over my being away so long. Well, said the head of the powerful wizard, I will give you my answer. You have no right to expect me to send you back to Kansas unless you do something for me in return. And that's kind of how we're brought up, right? Give and take, give and take. So in this country, everyone must pay for everything he gets. If you wish me to use my magic power to send you home again, you must do something for me first. Help me, and I will help you." "What must I do?" asked Dorothy. "Kill the wicked witch of the West," answered Oz. So what's happening here is Dorothy simply wants to go home. Although it's gray and dull, there is comfort there, and it is all she has ever known. But she cannot. She has to let go of her ego first. That aspect of self that wants to hold on to this illusion. Illusion, you see, is comfortable, and our egos will do anything to keep control. Even if we're living in misery, it becomes comfortable. And so we begin to act from that place. One by one, the scarecrow, our intelligence, the Tin Man, our emotions, and the cowardly lion, our hidden courage, go to the great wizard and are told the same thing. As I said last week, remember that the closer one gets to home or to the acceptance of self, the more difficult the journey becomes. A new journey has to begin, because remember, what's happening here is we are using universal laws and consciousness in a way that they have never been used before. You're operating from a higher vibration. So Dorothy, along with her companions, decides that the only thing they can do in order to get intelligence, to embody their emotion, and to rediscover the courage is to find the wicked witch. In other words, to face their fears. Let me ask you a question. What are the fears that right now are controlling you? Because here's the thing. If Dorothy leaves and goes home without facing the witch, then subconsciously she hasn't dealt with her deepest fears. So just like Dorothy, if we want to discover the truth of who we are, we have to face our fears and work with them. Now there's a lot more to this story. Because of time, I am leaving out a lot. But to summarize, Dorothy and Toto are captured and taken prisoner. However, Toto escapes, again symbolizing the human spirit's desire for freedom. Toto also representing intuition. He finds Dorothy's 3 friends and leads them to her. As soon as they free Dorothy, they get cornered. The Wicked Witch of the West, you see, attempts to burn the scarecrow, to destroy the mind, much like some of the propaganda we read on the internet today.
Right.
Right? Am I right? So, in extinguishing Scarecrow, Dorothy accidentally splashes water on the witch, which melts her. Upon her death, the witch's soldiers become peaceful. There is peace spread among the land because they were never the real threat in the first place. They were her followers, and they did what she ordered them to do. And now they are no longer under her control. So when our heroes bring back the witch's broom as proof that the witch is dead, the wizard is still hesitant to help them. It's Toto, our intuition, that comes to the rescue yet again as he pulls back the curtain and shows everyone what's on the other side. A timid old man, a fraud. In a sad attempt to save face, he offers them presents. He gives Scarecrow a diploma. Tin Man gets a heart-shaped clock. And Lion receives a Medal of Honor. These things are just physical placeholders for the qualities that they already have within themselves and have not yet fully realized. Now, the old man, the false wizard, offers Dorothy a balloon ride home, which she accepts, even though he admits he can't remember how to fly the thing. Right? And so just before liftoff, Toto saves the day once again
Oh, Toto.
by hopping out. That Toto is cool.
That Toto's
right?
onto something.
Yeah, Toto's onto something. I think we have a Toto here today.
We do.
All right, so Dorothy goes off to get him. She jumps out of the balloon to get him while the balloon is departing, sparing them from an eternity of aimless drifting with the false prophet. Right? So now fully awakened, Glenda teaches Dorothy how to return to Kansas with a new awareness of how to face her challenges. Her ticket home is not exactly the red shoes. Her ticket home is the understanding of what she carries within her, which is the wisdom and the passion and the fortitude. She's not small at all. Now, we all know, if we've seen the movie or read the book, that Dorothy clicks her heels 3 times and says, there's no place like home, right? There's no place like home. There's no one like me. I am authentic. I am real, right? And we know that Dorothy awakens in her bed, surrounded by her family, and she tries to share with her family and friends what she experienced to no avail. Why? Because everyone must discover their own path of enlightenment or healing.
Yes.
No one can do it for you. But you see, going home is the discovery that no matter who you are in this world, Spirit is right where you are. In all your glory, in all your sadness, in all your fears, in all of your love, in all of your compassion, in all of your despair, Spirit is still right where you are. And going home is the realization that you are the one with the power to do good. You are the one that Spirit has been waiting for, to make a difference in your life and to make a difference in your community. This is truly a journey of awakening and love. And the greatest love of all is yourself. There's no place like home, like Ahava is home. So as we talk about prosperity, remember to support your home.
Yes. So our takeaway this month is to integrate and practice the lessons that we have talked about all month through this journey to Oz. To realize that what we desire is within us all along, and that scarcity is a lie. And when we fall asleep, we have each other. We have our spiritual community to remind us of the truth of who we are and the true nature of abundance that we live in. There is no place like home, and there is no place quite like Ahava. I don't think anyone else on a Sunday morning right now is dressed like this. Maybe, but I tell you, we are unique. And Ahava itself is a unique expression of the divine with its own energy and vibe, and it's made up of each of us. Each of us who calls this spiritual community home gets to be a part of making Ahava what it is, and supporting Ahava in being that place of love and guidance and encouragement and support for others. I know we've shared this before, and I love this idea from Thich Nhat Hanh. He says, it is possible that the next Buddha will not take the form of an individual. The next Buddha may take the form of a community practicing understanding and loving kindness, a community practicing mindful living. This may be the most important thing we can do for the survival of this earth. So creating this community requires each of us taking ownership and contributing to the vision of Ahava. And one of the ways we can do that is through our own giving. So we invite you to step out in faith from that place of gratitude, trusting in life and in the law of circulation, knowing just like the law of gravity is always there for us. We don't have to say, okay, gravity, work today and make sure I don't go floating off into the sky, right? It just is, and it just does its thing. So does these spiritual laws, and the law of circulation asserts that we live in an abundant universe. We live in a creative and infinite universe where this energy, the source, is always flowing. It is the nature of life to be in this flow of giving and receiving. So remember, money is just energy, and the only meaning it has is the meaning that we give it. Energy is made to flow, to move. So the more you step into this flow by activating the law of circulation in your own life through generosity, through giving of your time, talent, and treasure, then the more the universe sees you as this open vessel to flow through, and the more open you are to receive. Because as we talked about last week, the universe abhors a vacuum. What do we mean by this? Well, scientifically, it means empty spaces are unnatural. And wherever there is a void, the universe will seek to fill it. So the question is, how much good are you willing to receive for yourself and for your community? Step into that flow of giving and be willing to discover for yourself. So let's take it into prayer, yes? All right, I'll begin.
Go for it, Dorothy.
Yes. So as I click my heels as that reminder that right here, right now, I am home. That there is one life, one energy, one presence, one source that is pure abundance, that is love, that is joy, that is freedom, that is creativity, wholeness. I recognize this one life as all that there is, and therefore I know that this must be the truth of who I am. And as this is true for me, this must be the very essence of each and every one of us. For there is only one divine activity, one life expressing itself in, as, and through each of us. So what I know and affirm this day is that love is, peace is, abundance is, freedom is. And I get to choose to walk in this world as love, to walk in this world as peace, as generosity, allowing the fullness of life to have its way as me, taking this journey step by step, trusting and knowing that it is unfolding perfectly, that I am on the right path, for I always am listening to that inner guidance, that inner Toto, reminding me always that something within me knows, to trust that voice, to trust that knowing that everything is in divine right order and divine right action is happening now. So I step into this flow of good, opening my heart, opening my mind, expanding to the greatest expression of life that I can be. Knowing that it feels so good to be in this flow of giving and receiving, of taking ownership of my beloved community, and seeing and meeting each and every person as that beloved presence. so grateful to recognize this one life as me, as each of us, affirming good and only good, as I pass my word to Reverend Soni.
And just breathing in the words, the prayer that has already taken place, knowing that right here and right now, there is only love. There is only abundance and prosperity. There is only this order, this divine order, the same order that brings up the stars and the moon and the planets, all of it. The same power that is the universe rests in, through, and as our very lives, as each and every individual within the sound of my voice. Knowing that as we dream or think of the rainbow and somewhere over it, the rainbow lives within.
Mm-hmm.
We are the expression of the one and only Spirit, the source of all living things, things that we understand, things that we don't understand, the source of all, of life eternal. Knowing that God does not live in scarcity. God does not live in scarcity. God lives, God is the abundance and prosperity. And that there is nothing that can stand in the way of this. No denial, no delay. It is all the expectation of good here and now. And I know that everything is unfolding in this perfection, in this love, in this abundance and prosperity, regardless of what our experience may be in the moment. There's a greater truth to be known. And that is, Spirit is right where you are, right where I am, right where we are, right where this community is. And so we stand in the power and the presence of this community and the power that it has because of each and every hand and heart that contributes to it.
Mm-hmm.
How wonderful to know that there is a place of acceptance. There is a place of love. There is a place where we get to be who we are in all of our glory.
Mm-hmm.
And that we don't even have to wear red shoes to do it, to be it, to be the love and compassion. And so how grateful I am to know this truth. How grateful I am to speak this word. How grateful I am for this community and how we reach and support one another in all of our gifts. And it is with this grateful heart that I surrender this prayer. I release it into that perfect universal law that always says yes. It always says yes. It always says yes. Standing in the place of yes, the place of grace. Shalom, hamdulillah, ashe, namaste. This prayer is done. I leave it knowing it is so, and so it is. Amen.
So it is.
We
turn to your neighbor and say, there's no place like Ahava.
That's right, that's right. All right, so our core council, it's the time of year where they are preparing for our 2022, believe it or not, our 2022 budget. And in order to do that, we ask for you to let us know what you anticipate being able to give in this upcoming year so that it will inform us to be good stewards of our resources here. So we have CJ, we have Alois, Colleen, and Mary, all of our core council members here today that are going to be passing out little cards, and you can take it and fill it out, pray over it, meditate over it. You can bring it next Sunday. There's also a link online, or if you're ready today, go ahead and fill it out, put it in the basket, or turn it into one of those core council members when you are ready. So they're going to go ahead and be passing those around, while also I tell you a little bit about Tithing Sunday. So the fourth Sunday, or the last Sunday rather, it's the fifth, the last Sunday of each month, we get to give back to a community organization. So 10% of what comes in today is going back out into our community to this organization called Believing in Forever. So let me tell you a little bit about Believing in Forever. At Believing in Forever, our mission is to inspire and motivate young people towards community leadership through art, education, mentoring, and community service. We encourage youth to define their purpose through their gifts and talents. A few of their programs include giving away over 12,500 brand new coats to youth in Central and Eastern Kentucky over the last 7 years. That's a lot of coats. And they really emphasize they're new. Yes. They're brand new coats. They also have a free book program called the Luna Library, and this consists of children's books for kindergarten through 12th grade with an African American history or Black character focus. One of the biggest complaints about the school system is the lack of diversity of books in the classroom and lessons plans and in school libraries. So with this library project, the Luna Library, it can be an alternative for African American parents looking for relatable books for their children. And they say, we hope that this library can be a healing agent in our community as well. And also during the spring and summer, they do pop-up performances with a DJ in different Lexington neighborhoods as a part of their Community on Corners initiative. And during these performances, volunteers from several different organizations are there giving away free water and food, baby products, household items, children's books, and free health screenings. They also are helping to register people to vote. This organization does a lot. So we are grateful for them and happy to be a part of that flow and support them as well. So we are now going to move into our time of conscious giving. And there are several ways that you can give if you are online as the basket's being passed. Online, you can go to our website and click the Give button. Also, you can text the word GIVE to 859-209-6996. You can also mail in your gifts to 168 Burt Road, Lexington, Kentucky, 40503. And before we bless our offering, know that we have a treat for you in the room today. Check out that basket coming around, and you all get $100,000. What?
What? $100,000?
We are in the flow. All right, so take a moment now and repeat after me. Divine love as me.
Divine love as me.
Blesses and multiplies. All that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava. Knowing it returns to me, multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
Follow your heart and you'll know. Follow your heart and you'll know. Follow, 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 follow your heart and you'll know. Follow your heart, go to and grow. Follow
follow your dreams wherever they go. Follow, 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 follow your heart and you'll know. We're here to be abundance, the great abundance of God. We hear it's a thing, a wonderful thing, the great abundance of God. If ever a life there was, the life of God is great because of the wonderful things it does. We're here to be abundance, the great abundance of God.
Break it down, brother.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on and ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road. Pick your left foot up and your right foot's down. Come on, legs keep moving. Don't you lose no ground. You just keep on walking on the road that you choose. Don't you give up walking 'cause you gave up shoes. Come on and ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road. 'Cause there may be times when you feel you've lost your mind and the steps you're taking leave you 3-4 steps behind. You just keep on stepping and you'll do alright. Keep with us and we'll show you how to smile. Come on, ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Yeah, don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road. Well, there may be times when you wish you wasn't born and you wake one morning just to find your courage gone. But just know that feeling only lasts a little while. You just stick with us and you'll be alright. Come on and ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down, 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 ease on down. Ease on down, 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 ease on down the road. We love you. You're a shining star, wonderful, just the way you are. We celebrate your sacred face. We love you just the way you are. We love you just the way you are. We do.
Yes.
Wow.
Look at all these beautiful expressions. Oh, look at these. Wow.
Woo,
We have some
love.
creativity and expression here for sure. Let's see, Carrie, you want to share a little bit about what y'all did today?
All
Looks
right,
fun.
so we don't have an affirmation today. We monster mashed and danced and freezed and played Pin the Heart on the Tin Man and Wizard of Oz bingo, and we had a pumpkin explosion. So when you go outside, you might see a bubbly pumpkin. It's been very exciting times, very exciting times. And if you didn't get some candy thrown at you, we've got plenty left over at the end.
Yes, awesome.
Give our kids some love. Wait a minute, kids. Hang on.
We need
Who
one volunteer.
Who is our oldest child? And
Who's the oldest? How old are you?
how old are you?
13?
11.
All right,
All
Phoenix,
right.
stay here.
How old are you?
I'm 2 days older than her.
Oh,
Okay. So what's your name? Phoenix. Phoenix. Well, sometimes when they're in costume, I can't recognize them.
All right, so we want Phoenix to stay and be the one to do the raffle drawing for us. Are you willing?
Are you
All you
willing,
have to do is
Phoenix?
pick a
Okay.
ticket. All right, so everyone else head that way. So, it's the big moment.
The big moment.
As you know, one lucky ticket gets to take home 2 e-bikes. And if you're not here, contact us and we'll figure out how to get it to you. You do not have to be present to win.
Mix those puppies up.
All right, so
Mix them up.
take your hands, do a little like this.
Okay.
Mix them up,
Hand it to me.
and then pick one. Just one. Who is it? Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll.
Tracy King.
Yay! Tracy!
Gotta get her off camera to come up here and get it. Yay!
Tracy on camera gets to take home his 2 bikes. Yay! So you gotta send us pictures of you riding your bike. Woo! So fun, yes.
Yeah, so when you're riding your bikes, you're going to have to send us pictures so we can post them.
Yes. Yes. And again, thank you to the generosity of Liz Amazing and her partner Paul. Make sure to check out their YouTube channel, Live Amazing. And they were able to donate these bikes for us. All right, so just a reminder that practitioners are available to pray with you. What that looks like right now because of COVID is we have a prayer box by that back door. You can fill out a prayer request, drop it in that box. If you put your phone number or email, they will actually contact you in that way, or you can just leave it blank and know that they are praying for you all week. If you're online, there is a prayer request form on our website as well, and same thing, that will get out to our practitioners. Remember to register for that fabulous class on affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment. It is starting this Thursday, so you want to get on and get that link so you can get those books in time for class. And what else? Any other fun
I
reminders?
was just going to say, Tracy, don't go anywhere because we want to get your picture with
Yes.
the bikes. So we can post it because I know I have a lot of neighbors that bought tickets and stuff, and we want to make sure that I let them know who won.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Great. Congratulations.
All right. Woo! So I invite you now to stand as we bring our service to a close, and you can repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It's this thing called life.
It's this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my prosperity. I accept it.
I accept it.
I am it. I share it. Just the way it appears.
Just the way it appears.
And just the way it appears not.
Just the way it appears not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live
me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
We want to thank everyone for tuning in online, and especially thank everyone for came out today and saw us here in person. And great to see Sonny's old prom dress. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
I'll wear my mask and I'll stay 6 feet away.
Wear my mask, and I'll stay 6 feet away.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me